Welcome to Sunday Supper. We're continuing with my family's favorite recipes. I have to tell you, this is probably our #1 weekday supper recipe. I made this recipe every week when the kids were growing up, and to this day, they still ask for it and love this recipe. It's super easy, minimal ingredients, and just one of those that really it's what you have on hand, so it's perfect. All right, so we're gonna start by filling up a pot of water. And I have to tell you, I wanted this thing for the longest time. I was so excited when we finally built this house and I could have my pot filler. This thing is worth $1 million, love it. All right, always when making pasta, you wanna salt your water because that will give your pasta great flavor. You could use really any pasta that you like. But if you could find the shells, they hold a little bit of the liquid in them. Oh, it's so good when you bite into one that has the liquid in there. So good. So I would highly recommend if you could find the large seashells, try to get those or something that, holds the liquid. We're gonna wait for our water to boil, but in the meantime, we're gonna start right away on our sauce, and you'll see exactly what I mean by how easy this recipe is. You're gonna take 4 tablespoons or half a stick of butter and melt it in your pan. Okay, and then when that's all melted, you're going to add your garlic. And here's the thing, of course, you could chop your own fresh garlic. I'm big on buying the garlic paste. It tastes just as good. And again, remember, I was a mom of 4 and very busy during the week. So this was a lifesaver. And you're going to go ahead and add your garlic and brown it a little bit. Just wait till it's just slightly browned, which means the garlic is cooked and you're not gonna have that strong garlic smell, but like that nice addition of the garlic. And you'll see your butter will start to bubble. And the garlic's just starting to get a little bit golden. So at this point, you're going to go ahead and add your Italian sausage. You could do this with regular sausage, which is mild, or you could do it with spicy if you like a little bit of kick to it. Totally up to you. I've done it both ways and both are delicious. Then you just want to take a wooden spoon and mash it up a little bit so that you get a little piece of the sausage in every bite. Tomato sauce. And now you're going to turn the heat down to medium and just mix the two together. Okay, so then you let that simmer down just a little bit. Okay, so the water is now boiling. We're going to go ahead and add our pasta. And as you can see, this dish goes by so quick. It's quicker than boiling water and pasta. And here's a quick tip for anybody who doesn't know, but you always want to give your pasta a stir when you put it in there. You don't want it clumping together, so just give it a good stir. Okay, at this point, we're going to turn down our sauce to low, and we're going to very slowly add in the heavy cream, or half and half. You could use either one. Obviously, the heavy cream will give you a little bit more of a luscious, thicker sauce, but it works well with half and half also. So here's the thing, you want to add it very slowly. You want it to temper and to blend in. You don't want it to curdle. So if you add it really quickly, it may curdle. So stir it while you're adding it. So you're going to continue to stir it and let it just, come together very nicely. This is like an amazing sauce. So the key is to be a little bit patient when you're dealing with the cream. Then let this simmer for a little bit on low, 5 minutes top. Okay, so you want to get the sauce to the point that it's, I like to say simmering or almost dancing in there. So this is the perfect time to go ahead and add your cheese. As you add the cheese, add it little bit and just mix it around. So again, don't dump the whole thing because then you're gonna get clumps of cheese. You wanna just add it a little bit at a time and blend it in nicely. The #1 thing that I see people doing when they do recipes is they don't think about adding things in a little bit at a time and having the flavors come together. It's really easy to just dump something in there. But if you take that time, you will see such a difference with the melding of the flavors. Okay, so we are almost done, so I'm big on just taking a little taste and seeing how it tastes. This is very important because you're the only one that can determine, does it need a little bit more heavy cream? Does it need more salt? Does it need pepper? That is delicious. Do I have some on my face? Anyway, you will notice that I did not add salt and pepper. So I wait till this point because if you think about it, the sausage is salty, the cheese is salty, so you don't want to over salt this dish. So I simply just do, at the very end, after tasting it, a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And again, the amount of pepper you use depends on, did you use spicy sausage or did you use regular? If you use spicy, you might want to add a little bit less. So it all depends on what level of spice you like. So give it another little stir and one last taste. A bit with the sausage. That is perfection. Okay, I think we're almost ready. Our pasta should be almost done. So again, I recommend that you always taste the pasta. The perfect pasta for this dish is when it's like a little bit al dente. You don't want it soggy. Because think about it, it's gonna cook for a little bit longer in the sauce too. Perfect. Okay, now our pasta's done. We're going to add the pasta to the sauce. So after the pasta is combined with the sausage sauce, you're going to just simmer it for like 5 more minutes until, you know, like I said, the sauce is so well combined and it gets in those little pockets of the pasta. So delicious. Okay, then I just like to top it off with a little bit more Parmesan cheese over the top of the sauce. Delish. And this you don't have to do. I will tell you, when I was cooking this for my kids and was a busy mom during the day, I did not have time for fresh parsley, but if you have it, it makes a really nice addition and looks great on it. So like I said, if you have some, fantastic. If you don't, that's okay. Let me know how you like it. I would love to hear back from you on what you think about it. I can't imagine you will be disappointed with this recipe. Truly a family favorite.